Welcome back. It's been an interesting while. I posted the earlier video and was like, awesome, great, let's start making the next one, get a head start, treat everyone to a somewhat early video. Then I crashed into sickness. I had a fever for 9 days and then went in, found out I had pneumonia on top of that. Yeah. Bedridden for weeks. 3 weeks. So let's summarize it and say it was rough and recovery was interesting. And I'm back to the land of the living now. But I've had a really good reset because being gone for like a good month, it really kicked something within me of like, I want to live well. I want to do life well. Don't know what it was, but it worked. So towards the end of my recovery, I was like, oh yeah, I should read something. So I picked up Practicing the Way by John Mark Comer. Really inspirational. And I'm still reading it. I'm still chipping away at it. I'm not completely done yet. I'll talk more about that book later. But while I was sick, we were kind of in the whole process of moving rooms already. Because in this economy, moving out at 21 just means across the hall. Shout out to Oliver who traded rooms with me. He's awesome. Which means I have space to fit this in my room. It's in standing mode too. Like, I can stand and paint. I love my family, but since this is so big, I had to fit that in the kitchen, and it would sometimes sound like this.
Huh? Oh my God! No. What? Dad is pregnant. Yep.
Yeah. I've been for 4 years.
So, getting to have my own, honestly, art studio is just... And usually my room is like a gathering place, so I just got these. Oh my gosh. So it's more comfortable for my people to visit. Still figuring out how to configure everything, and so it's not fully fleshed out, but if you guys have any ideas for decorations or organization tips, anything, right now what I'm most curious about is specifically how to store canvases. I don't know, right now they're just under my desk. If you guys have any ideas of what I should do, let me know. I'm too happy right now. I can't be this happy this long. So back to the book that I talked about in the beginning, something really jumped out at me, which is this quote, actually by Jürgen Moltmann. I really hope I'm saying that name correctly, but John Mark Comer features his quote in his book. So it says, the German theologian Jürgen Moltmann argued that miracles are not an intrusion into the natural order, but the healing of it. We are so used to death, disease, injustice, and chaos that we forget they are the intruders in God's good world. Moltmann wrote, when Jesus expels demons and heals the sick, he is driving out of creation the powers of destruction. and is healing and restoring created beings who are hurt and sick. The Lordship of God, to which the healings witness, restores creation to health. Jesus' healings are not supernatural miracles in a natural world. They are the only truly natural thing in a world that is unnatural, demonized, and wounded. That really changed my perspective because that is such a good point. We've become so accustomed to death, decay, pain, injustice, almost desensitized to hardship to the point where we are shocked when we see true goodness, and we call that bending the laws of nature. C.S. Lewis, in my opinion, really had a grasp on this concept. And we can see that so well through his writing of Narnia, the place. Through allegory and through metaphor, he writes Narnia so well. To the point where, now I'm going to make an argument here, I'd argue it's the most important character in the series. Other than Aslan, of course. But how can that be? It's the setting. Nah. And those of you who've read the books, you know what I'm talking about. Narnia has an origin story. It has a character arc. It has redemption. Like, he writes it so beautifully that it legit feels like a living, breathing character in its own right. It's so important. The majesty, the wonder, the magic of Narnia. And I think it strikes a chord with us because we know that our world is wrong. Like when we experience grief, see injustice, when we look at all that's depraved and twisted and painful, what we experience on a day-to-day basis of pain, it feels wrong because it is wrong. Goodness is supposed to be the default. What we call miracles is supposed to be normal. That pain and that sickness and bad, that's supposed to be the shock. That's bending the laws of nature. That's why when we read Narnia and it feels like that story comes alive, it's because intrinsically we know that that's how it's supposed to be. We know that crying out for Narnia and for Aslan is right within our souls. That unity, that healed land, a God that sets things right and corrects the laws of nature, a God that is justice-filled, a God who saves us and gives us wonderful adventures and beautiful memories. That feels right because it is. And this feels wrong because it is. I don't know who needs to hear that, but I've needed to hear that recently. For those of us who love Jesus, we have Narnia made for us. Are you living like that? That this painful world is not all there is? Are you telling people about this? Are you telling them that they do not have to have this pain become normal because there is an Aslan who sets things right? I want to live my life in that type of way. That I'm made for a Narnia type of world. I want to scream for Narnia and for Aslan in everything that I do. No matter the pain I'm experiencing. No matter the grief I see all around me. Putting my hope in that things will be set right. That is the type of adventure that I want to go on. Is that what you want too?